So to get here in CB, this is CB, set side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. CB, set side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, the full meaning. Yeah, see it up there. To get the half of this inefficiency, which is the 50%, the upper quadrant is the premium level, while the down quadrant, the half quadrant, is the discount area. You can annotate it and differentiate it like this. The upper side, the upper side, that's the upper quadrant of the half of the inefficiency. Then quadrant, the lower quadrant will stand as a discount. Why discount area? Discount area. No. Then why the upper side, upper quadrant, is the premium area. Now you can now remove this. So the upper side of this inefficiency, of this whole inefficiency, CB, the upper, from the half of it, the upper side is premium, while the downside is discount. And when we are in premium area, like this, whole of this area, let me change this. The whole of this area, this premium side, just know that price will go and seek for the discount area. If you are in discount area, price will seek for the premium area. Hope you understand.
Yes.
Yeah. You can see after trading and took out this buy side liquidity, here is a buy side liquidity. The algo will seek for the next opposing liquidity. The opposing liquidity, that's the low resting below here, the liquidity resting below. Here is a liquidity, here is also a liquidity. The sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity, because we are took out a buy side, daily buy side liquidity, which is this buy side liquidity you are seeing here. See this high, this candle, that long wick, the high of that wick, that's the buy side, daily buy side liquidity. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever we took out a buy side liquidity in a higher time frame, like the daily or weekly, you just know that price is going to seek for the next liquidity, which is the sell side liquidity. Then if we took out a sell side liquidity first, then price will seek for the next opposing liquidity, which is the buy side liquidity. You just have the narrative. This is how the algo works. This is how price action is being played out. E seek for a liquidity resting above or below, or any inefficiency resting above or below. Nothing more, nothing less. Once a liquidity is taken, it is going to seek for the opposing liquidity, then deliver into any inefficiency like it did here. Here is an inefficiency. After taking this liquidity here, here is the sell side liquidity. We deliver inside this inefficiency. This is an inefficiency fair value gap between this candle, the low of it, and this candle, the high of it, is an inefficiency. You can see that's what price will do. That's an inefficiency. That's BC. Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. It's a fair value gap. Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. You can see I've delivered inside it. So price will not seek for any inefficiency too or liquidity resting above. But you might not see it here over in 4 hours. So what do? You go over to lower time frame like the 1 hour. You can see in 1 hour after taking this high, this low, sorry, this candle here now is our break, is standing as a breaker, is standing as a breaker. Here is a high, then low, then we had a higher high before we took out this. There's no other candle that have taken this low here, this last close candle of the bearish, because that's the last close candle. As you have taken it out, it will now stand as a breaker. So how do you get breaker itself? You can measure out the half of the breaker, the 50% of the breaker. You can still use your Fibonacci. In any PDRR that you want to get the 50%, use your Fibonacci. Here is your Fibonacci. This you anchor it. How do you get anchor it? You anchor from the high of the whole body, from the wick, high of the wick to the low where it close. You can see the 50%. That's where price this candle traded into. So it's a major support level. Have you seen it now? It's a major support level, the 50% of it. That's main threshold. So we'll be anticipating price going into this inefficiency, then delivering inside this main threshold, this breaker. Here is our breaker now. We have break and close below it. This is low, then lower low. This low is lower than this low. Hope you are following.
Yes.
Good. Here is our breaker. This is how to get the 50% of which is main threshold, half of breaker or other block. Here is inefficiency too between this candle. It will serve, sorry, it will serve in the future too. So we'll be anticipating a price delivering inside here. Once price deliver inside here, you can short. Then you look for this sell side liquidity here because we are in sell delivering. We are in sell delivery since we have took out the daily buy side liquidity which is here, then deliver into this inefficiency. Then we have traded out of the inefficiency. You can see you have traded out of the inefficiency. Then we break the low, the last close candle, now turn to a breaker. A breaker which stand as a major resistance, the half of it main threshold. So we are anticipating price to deliver at this main threshold, then you can short. You can still go lower time frame like 15 minutes to see the reprice action. Here in 15 minutes, you can see what price is doing. We have delivered. Here is also an inefficiency here in 15 minutes. CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. To get the 50% of this inefficiency, you anchor from this bullish candle, from the high of it to this candle, the low of it. That's the high. That's the consequent encroachment. That's 50% of the inefficiency. You can see that's where price deliver into. 50% of this inefficiency stands as a major resistance or support level. So anytime you're anticipating an inefficiency price delivery into it, so you look for the 50% of it, anticipating price delivering inside the 50% of any inefficiency. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to 55 minutes now. Here in 5 minutes, you see a different price action. You have consolidation here, then you have a manipulation. Price is coming here at this low. Here is exercise liquidity. That's what the algo will do. When you understand this, it should not be that hard, but the learning process is always hard, but you just have to have patience and keep practicing. So we are expecting a price. Here is a little consolidation. That's a consolidation. Then a manipulation. We are anticipating a distribution coming to take this low. This low here. Can go over to 1 minute. Hope you are seeing how I from daily 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, then down to 1 hour, 1 minute now. That's how you also, if you want to practice and see price action, that's how you do the same too. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's how you do the same. You can see what price is doing. Sorry for that. Here is a consolidation, then manipulation. So we'll be waiting for a distribution phase coming to take this, the low of the accumulation. Have it in mind, when we have an accumulation, that's a range like this is the range. A consolidation, you can still call it accumulation. When we have a range like this and we had a manipulation going to take out a high or deliver into any inefficiency, once a manipulation phase occurs, anticipating the distribution phase, you look for the lowest low of the accumulation phase, which is this. The lowest low is here. That's where the algo will come. It will seek for the lowest low. Then if we are bullish, you also look for the highest high of the accumulation phase. Price is come, the algo will come and seek for the buy side liquidity, just as the algo will come and seek for this sell side liquidity here. You understand? Are you there? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So in a accumulation phase like this, here's an accumulation, that's consolidation. Then the consolidation, you can still get the 50% of the whole range. 50% of the whole range. That is something from this high to this. You can see the half of it. That's where price traded to. Are you seeing that gap there? That gap is the
Yes.
void. Yeah, a void. It created a void. That volume imbalance is going to stand as a major resistance because we have violated it. We have traded below it. Between this, Seeing this candle, the body. You measure from the body and this. That volume imbalance high. Then yeah, volume imbalance low. It's a void. See what price is doing inside it. Here's another block, last close candle. So we wouldn't like to see price trade above here. Here is a last close candle, other block. Always remember that. So to get the 50% of this volume imbalance, use your Fibonacci, the same Fibonacci to get the 50%. You anchor from here to here. Are you seeing price action? What is doing? See the 50%. Are you seeing what price is doing there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's happening live now. The volume imbalance standing as a major resistance is up as a premium level. You can see the body did not trade above it. It closed inside the volume imbalance. This is where he created a volume imbalance. Then we had this candle trade and violated it. Then price coming inside it again, it will not resist it. It will not be a resistance level to it. You have to understand that. You can see what price we have traded out of it now. We're out of the volume imbalance. It's now balanced. It's now balanced. It's no more a void now. Since we candle have delivered inside it, price have delivered inside it. It's no more it's no more void or empty gap. It has been filled now. Price have delivered inside it has been filled. Yeah, standing as our breaker. Here is our breaker. So is there any question?
Not for now.
Okay.